Now recording.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Issue Crew Movie Reviews, subsection The Dragon Wheel. That's right, folks. We are here for the first installment of our The Dragon Wheel series, which I'll explain in just a moment for the Issue Crew Movie Reviews audience who's hearing about this for the first time if they don't follow our other stuff.
It's not Dragon Wheel, it's The Dragon Wheel?
I saw that you just put Dragon Wheel in the title, and that's fine. But yes, I believe I'm saying The Dragon Wheel.
Okay.
Does The Dragon Wheel, or which one sounds better?
I think Dragon Wheel sounds fine.
Dragon Wheel. Okay, we'll just call it Dragon Wheel. So subsection Dragon Wheel. I'm Riley. I am, of course, joined by the wonderful, the beautiful, the dildo plant working man himself, Moe Diggity.
Hey, what's up? I'm only going to be here for a few minutes. I gotta bounce, man. I got some things I gotta do.
On the podcast that we're live taping on your stream.
Oh yeah, I'm going to keep. I'm going to keep it going though. You know, you can still use my stream and do any Dragon Ball related content you want.
Okay. I see. So, folks, if you are uninitiated and you're listening to the podcast version, this is Dragon Wheel, our new series where Moe Diggity and I are going to review every Dragon Ball movie to ever exist in history in a random order determined by a wheel, as the name Dragon Wheel would suggest. And we gave the Dragon Wheel its first spin on a Dragon Ball movie tier list podcast stream we did. Which is up on my YouTube channel, and probably still on Moe Diggity's Kick for some amount of time. I don't know how long it takes for it to clear.
I'll download that, but it's a part of like a 5-hour. I guess we could just
honestly
use the movie one.
I feel like you should. I feel like you should private these VODs.
Why?
So the people who don't catch it live, they have to wait for it to come out on Issue Crew. They don't get to snipe it from because the live taping is so people can be here live and have fun. But if you want to catch the archive, then you got to check out the podcast.
Yeah, but then they won't get that fun 20 minutes of good music and great banter about the Arrow. I hate to deprive them of that.
Yeah, if we lose that part of the VOD, then truly we're lost as a society. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here. It doesn't really matter.
I don't know. We'll discuss it later.
But folks, we gave that wheel its first spin, and it landed on a film entitled Dragon Ball: Sleeping Princess in Devil's Castle.
Real quick, what are you using to spin the wheel?
A little website I like to call Wheel Decide.
Wheel Decide?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Is there a thingy that I can do? Because I would love to live stream the running of the wheel. Because that's hype.
Since I'm not simul streaming, I'll be able to screen share it to you. But my wheel is saved and it eliminates shit automatically. So but I'll screen share it so you can stream it.
Okay, good. Just remember to hide your degenerate folder so you don't pull a Vouch and everyone sees what you're into.
Yeah, that's why I don't. Unless there's a emergency scenario of the highest caliber, I don't really watch pornography on my laptop. That's a mobile device activity.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that is a good idea, huh?
Yeah. As a live streamer, you want to keep your pornography off of your computer.
Yeah, I don't know how people fuck up. I don't know how people fuck up that easily or that frequently because this seems to happen a lot. Over the years, big time streamers Alex Jones with the trans pornography. That he just had a fucking tab open, chicks with dicks, it's fucking hot and American. What the fuck, Alex? Really? Okay.
Did he say he was researching or something?
Yeah, bullshit. Yeah, he's researching his fucking cock. That's what the fuck is happening there.
Okay, maybe you're referring to Alex Jones's cock. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, well, I guess no pun intended, and maybe her cock too. Okay, I wasn't thinking that. See, there's like a few. Well, there's a few examples I'm sure that if I can think of besides Alex Jones and fucking Vouch. You ever just think to yourself, the powers that be, they're like the right wing goes to the leftists and go, all right. Well, you had a one of our prominent right wingers find out that he's into fucking, transgender chicks and stuff. You gotta sacrifice one of your own. Okay, we'll give you Vouch. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. But like, make it years later so everyone forgets about Alex Jones and
stuff. Silly. But folks,
Alex Jones, you so cray. Have you ever heard the
sleeping? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Have you ever heard the folk song, the Alex Jones folk song?
No. What is the Alex Jones?
Oh, it's fucking beautiful, man. It's Alex Jones rants, but done in the style of folk songs.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, it's so cool. Do you want to watch it? Do you want to watch it real quick on live stream?
Mo, come on, we're recording a podcast.
Oh, okay. All right. You know what? We'll do it later. How late you stay up tonight?
That'll be our post stream. If you want to catch our post stream reaction to an Alex Jones folk song, check out the Kick archive.
Yeah, you just gotta hit that like button and smash that subscribe button.
Smash that like and subscribe.
And ringing that bell for notifications.
That's right.
I'll be in your DMs later. Butthole in chat.
Butthole in chat.
Butthole in DMs. Oh, but anyway. Yeah.
Bio.
Yeah, pussy in bio. All right.
Okay. Dragon Ball, Sleeping Princess, and Devil's Castle. I feel like you've been stalling this whole time because you have nothing to say about this movie. Because who? No,
I have a lot to positive to say about this movie. I just want to. Yeah, like it's my all right. So first off, I guess I can start. It's my first fucking Dragon Ball movie, right? I've seen plenty of like Dragon Ball Z movies. I haven't seen the one GT movie yet, but I've seen. I have never seen a Dragon Ball movie, and I had forgotten how much I actually legitimately liked the Dragon Ball series, because I didn't get to watch a whole lot of Dragon Ball, but I remembered some of the episodes that I watched. I remember really enjoying them as a kid and as a teenager, because it's kind of funny to see like the old days, before Dragon Ball Z, before Super and all that. And I forgot how funny Krillin is, and Master Roshi,
little baby Krillin. And Master, did you watch the Japanese or the English?
You gave me the link, so it was Japanese subtitled. The only
if you had looked at the website for 1 second, you would see that both options were readily available right under where the video was that you could click on to switch.
Well, no, that's fine. Watching anime with the subtitles on in the original Japanese, that is the only way to watch.
Guys, wait a minute.
That's the correct way to watch anime. That's how I feel.
We watched Death Note dubbed.
We watched the English dub because we figured fuck it. But like I'll watch. I really like the.
Did you watch Death Note subbed the whole time? Because I was gonna be
I would. No, I would, but like everyone kept telling me about like these great fucking scenes in the English dub, so it's sort of like, well, I guess I could watch the English dub because I've never watched any of the. Oh no, I usually watch.
You wouldn't. If you would watch the Japanese one, you wouldn't have known how similar Light sounds to the Magic Sex Gun guy. So it's good.
Magic Sex Gun guy.
You don't remember that? That's a 2 years old bit. I don't expect you to remember, but there was a porn ad for something called the Magic Sex Gun.
Oh, I vaguely remember something like that, but I don't remember.
The guy sounded just like fucking Light Yagami in the English dub of Death Note. It was so funny.
I think I vaguely remember something to that extent, but
yeah, we showed it to you. Me and Demi was on that episode, and we showed it to you.
But the reason why I started watching the Japanese versions is because it took so fucking long for us in the US to get the fucking English versions. So I'm like, dude, fuck this, man. I want to watch Attack on Titan now. And the English version is like a season behind the Japanese version. So I watched all of season 2 on Attack on Titan, freaking Japanese dub. It was like such a fucking amazing goddamn experience, man. It was like, it's such a, I mean, the English dub I think is really, really fucking cool of Attack, but I think the Japanese version is just a skosh better. Not by a whole lot, but by just a little bit. And I really enjoy, I've watched all of Super almost entirely in the Japanese dubbed version. So
Yeah,
I think it's the
you didn't want to
appropriate
wait.
way to watch.
You
Yeah,
didn't want
I'm
to
not
wait.
waiting.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, Sean. Sorry, Scott. You know, and everyone. You know, everyone else in there, but got Ball, Sean Schemmel.
Yeah,
Who fucking does? Who does Jobjita?
Chris Sabat.
Oh, Chris. All right, not Scott.
Yeah.
Chris Sabat. Sorry, Chris. Sorry, Sean.
I was like, Scott is from. There's a guy named Scott in Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Maybe that.
I might maybe that was sort of influenced. I did just re-up and I got me another fat bag, and it kind of fucking sucked because I was going to get a dab pen as well. My brother went to his car. He was taking out the pen just to fucking take a rip. Turns out the fucking the box for the cart was empty, so he went inside. He goes, "Damn, man, I was doing fucking lines with some friends of mine yesterday. They probably got in my shit and stole that. I'm sorry. Let me give you your bread back." And you know, that was the end of that. So got the pot, but I didn't get the cart.
Oh. The
Because I'm an adult and I have money.
Sorry, go ahead. Oh, yeah. Have you heard about the tragedy that recently befell Dragon Ball Z Abridged?
I was about to try and say Darth Plagueis, the Wise. No, what are you talking about?
There was an unfortunate copyright incident, and Team 4-Star was apparently forced to mute all instances of the song Chala Head Chala in all of their videos.
Oh, what the fuck? Is it because of fucking YouTube?
Yes.
Oh, dude, fuck YouTube, man.
So now the opening theme song is just totally muted in every episode of Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Oh, and it's not like muted as specifically exactly when it starts and when it ends. It's going to be muted in 2 random fucking sections, and like half your VOD's fucking muted. Dude, that's so fucking lame.
No, I think the muting's a little more precise, to be fair. I did watch a couple it's more precise than you're giving it credit for. I don't think actually. Yeah, I don't think it ever actually cuts into the content of the episode. But it's still annoying.
That's fucking lame. That's really fucking stupid.
But we're here to talk about Dragon Ball Sleeping Princess and Devil's Castle, which I assume we were both going to be pretty mid on, but you seem a lot more positive about than I was thinking.
Oh, I mean, yeah, let's say it's not bad. I was thinking maybe if we give it a ranking, if I ever gave it a ranking, maybe by the end of this episode, my mind will probably change. I'll give it something better or something less.
What we're going to do is, on the show, Issue Crew Movie Reviews, of course, at the end, we always do favorite character, favorite scene, and rate the movie out of 10. And what I'm going to do as we do these Dragon Wheel installments is I'm going to take a total score out of 20 based on both of our out of 10 scores and then rank them on a Google Doc as we go.
Oh, okay. All right. That's okay. That's new. All right. Yeah, like I said, first Dragon Ball movie, and I fairly enjoyed it. It wasn't like mind blowing or like, you know, really scratch the nostalgia itch. But as far as just like like what I like is first off that it's only 45 fucking minutes long. So I enjoyed that because I was
it doesn't overstay its welcome, surely.
Yeah. It's actually like a good kind of movie that you want to watch on TV during, like, you know, a smoke sesh or some bullshit, right? You're like, okay, this won't be too long because, you know, I got things to do and stuff, the things and junk and blah blah, and like I don't want to spend an hour and a half watching like a Dragon Ball movie, which I'm happy to do, just didn't want to do it then. So yeah, it's It
get
hits
ready
all
for
the.
when we get to Dragon Ball Evolution, which you're not allowed to turn off early this time. You fuck.
Oh wait! Hold on. What
Yeah,
do you
that's on
mean?
the wheel.
No, I don't. I don't want to watch that shitty fucking movie.
Every Dragon Ball movie to ever exist is on the
Oh
wheel.
no! Hold on, intervention. Hold on,
Oh,
no,
fuck you.
fucking
When we get
God,
that's
no,
on the wheel, we have to watch
no.
it.
I don't want to watch that fucking
Well,
movie.
hopefully we won't land on it too soon, but eventually it's coming.
Okay, you know what? If it never, no, we just fucking spin, and then we just spin once a week. If we exhaust all the Dragon Ball movies, we keep spinning, and if it never we'll just come back and do like a 10-15 minute stream for the rest of our lives. And if it never just fucking lands on Dragon Ball Evolution, then it never lands on Dragon Ball
Well,
Evolution.
no, the wheel has
never
this
fight
funny.
it.
The wheel has this funny little function where every time we land on a movie, it deletes that from the wheel.
Oh, that's just fucking bullshit,
So
man.
eventually, the only movie left, if it was the last one, eventually the only movie left would be Dragon Ball
Oh
Evolution.
God, I don't want to watch that. I don't want to. What do you mean me turn it off this time?
What?
No, a minute ago you said something about, and you have to watch all of it. You can't turn it off in the middle of it.
I was referring to when we did the Death Note live action movie, and we did not
finish the movie. Yeah. I was like, okay, I'm like 30 minutes into this. I'm going to watch YouTube abridged versions of this shitty fucking movie.
Yeah, no, when we do Dragon Ball Evolution, you have to watch the whole thing.
I really don't want to watch that movie.
I've watched it twice before, and I'm happy to do so again.
Dude, the guy on the day of Toriyama's death, the fucking dude who played Goku, or the director, or whoever it was, apologized for fucking up their vision for a live action movie.
I just listen. We'll see how I feel about it when we get there again, but something about it just makes me like it.
Oh God! I understand you're one of those guys.
I understand that it's bad. I understand that it just completely spits in the face of the source
all
material.
The fucking way bad.
But it's just something about. I think it's just like a 2007 B movie that just charms me in some way.
See, that's the thing. You're the only one to ever say that. No one knows what who this movie is for. Okay,
it's for me.
No fucking
okay,
clue. No clue at all. Like, there's just so much wrong with that. They just fucked up that movie for no reason whatsoever. There's
I'm not saying it's great, to be clear. I know it's a bad movie. It's just one of those. It's like a it's a good bad movie to me.
It's like the fucking writers in the room were like, okay. This immensely popular thing. Did everyone take at least more than 10 minutes to watch the original source material? The clips? The little YouTube videos I gave you? No. Gonna make the movie anyway. And
apparently even Toriyama himself was reaching out to them and being like, what if you did it this way? And they were like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, what if you don't make my legacy and tainted by your fucking presence here? Haha! King. Anyway, sorry. God damn you. Oh, you snuck that in. I had no idea. I'm so pissed.
Do you think the 1980s South Korean live action Dragon Ball movies will be better than Dragon Ball Evolution?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I didn't know they existed either until I was putting this wheel together and went to the Wikipedia list of Dragon Ball movies. And there were apparently 2 or 3, and they are on the wheel. I put everything on that article in the wheel.
Okay.
There are 2 or 3 South Korean live-action Dragon Ball movies from the 1980s.
All right, we're going to have a quick time out here, and I'm going to go ahead and veto Giswaldi the shit out of, the live action stuff. It's all got to go. I'm vetoing this part.
Fuck you.
Why?
Out of 50 movies, you can watch 4 for the bid.
It'll be fun. Oh, I hate you so much. They better not be long.
I'm sure the South Korean ones aren't. Dragon Ball Evolution might be.
God damn it. Okay, let's. Now I'm in a bad mood. Let's fucking go.
Okay, Sleeping Princess and Devil's Castle, though.
Live fucking action South Korean Dragon Ball.
I'll do the little summary this time.
I didn't
Because
even
it's
know that
not.
existed.
Neither did I until again when I was doing research for the Dragon Wheel a couple days ago. But so this film follows Goku has returned to the Kame House, searching the teachings of Master Roshi. At the same time, a young bald child named Krillin also arrives for seeking similar things. And Roshi, he's not really super thrilled about taking on students. So
he was watching pornography before they showed
he
up.
was not watching pornography, but he was watching exercise videos using them in a similar manner to pornography. But Master Roshi sends Goku and Krillin on a quest to prove themselves, so he will accept them as their students. It's a competition. Whoever wins the race, and the race is to go save the princess, the sleeping princess, in the Devil's Castle. You see, there's Lucifer and his guys, and they got the princess there, and that's bad. So Goku and Krillin, they gotta go save the princess. And whoever saves her first gets to be Master Roshi's student. And that's the story. And also, Bulma and friends, the extended Dragon Ball cast, become involved when they come looking for Goku. And Roshi tells them where to find him. And then they get shot down by the demons, and Bulma becomes the target of their blood drinking ceremony.
Of course, because why not?
Because Bulma's got to be the damsel in distress, you see. Bulma's in danger. But Bulma has to lust for the bad guy and then be put in danger.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much like, classic Bulma.
Classic Bulma. Remember when she wanted to fuck General Blue, but he was too gay? That was a thing in Dragon Ball. That was you haven't seen the Red Ribbon Army arc in a while. You might not even remember that.
I don't remember that, and when I see it, I'm probably gonna laugh.
Yeah, there's a general in the Red Ribbon Army named General Blue, and I'm pretty sure the pretty heavy implication is he's gay, because Bulma tries to feminine wiles him, and he's just very adverse to it, not into it at all.
That's kind of funny. I'll have to check that out.
But this film was a movie. It was a Dragon Ball movie.
It surely was a movie with Dragon Ball content in it. Right.
I will say, I mean, earlier you were saying it didn't hit the nostalgia note. For me, that's the only thing it hit. The only thing this movie has going for it is, man, I remember how original Dragon Ball looks. This is so pretty. Look at little Goku running around. I love that guy.
I thought the intro. I thought the intro to the movie before the fucking opening credit score, the opening credits. I thought that was kind of cool looking. Like it brought back a little bit of the animated Lord of the Rings sort of feel to it. And I miss 80s animation really, really bad. And it does kind of blow my mind a little bit when I sort of remember just how old the Dragon Ball universe actually is. And the evolution of the Dragon Ball theme song also, I thought was really neat. And how a lot of elements from the Dragon Ball theme song are even used in Dragon Ball Super. Like the sun doing the little solar flare thing. There's a variation, or I think maybe the exact same one in the intro crawl to Dragon Ball Super. I thought that was really neat.
Oh wow!
I just happened to notice that, and there was some other cool stuff too. I like how everything sort of the way that it was animated. That's definitely a positive for it. It's not.
Oh yeah, this movie looks excellent. I will give it that.
Yeah, using this. Yeah, like using the standards that would be like more prevalent in the 80s and such, or even like, the early 90s. It looked good for its time. Like it's the quality of the movie, the
I would
link
argue
you
this
gave
movie
me was
looks
bad.
good. Like I don't think you even have to put the for its time on the back of it. Like it just looks good.
Well, I don't know. Like, I think a lot of Dragon Ball Z movies look a lot better. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking about maybe I'm thinking too much about it.
Dragon Ball. The thing about Dragon Ball in general, as opposed to Dragon Ball Z, that I think, just in general, I think I appreciate its animation more. I think it's just maybe it's more vibrant. I don't know if that's the right way to describe it. There's just something about how Dragon Ball stuff is animated versus how Dragon Ball Z stuff is animated, where I just something about it visually just captivates me a little bit more. Maybe I haven't seen a lot of the Z movies. Like I said in that tier list, I was more most of my knowledge of those movies came from playing them in video games rather than actually watching them. So I guess I don't know exactly how the animation looks, though I've seen the abridged movies, so I mean I have an idea. I'll have to see how I feel about those as we come to them, but for this first movie that we watched, this Dragon Ball movie, I think the visuals are absolutely stellar. That kind of like vibrant color that Dragon Ball, the original one, kind of has in its best moments is very well captured here.
Cool. Yeah, I'll give you that. It's I think maybe I think maybe fuck. You know what? I just lost my train of thought on that, so I'm just gonna move on. Just forget
Yeah,
it.
GA.
Sorry. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else that can really be said, so I'm just gonna move on.
Yeah, but besides visually, and some little charming aspects, I feel like this movie is just kind of nothing. Like I was not captivated by because what is Lucifer? Why is he
Well,
like?
honestly, these are Dragon Ball movie villains, so who really gives a shit?
That's fair, but like I think back to the Z movie villains, and I can name like why they are.
Well,
Whereas
yeah, but we're talking about
The fucking Lucifer is just like I'm the devil kind of, or like a vampire, I think. And
or
I
a
want
demon. Like it's very vague, like what the fuck
to.
he actually is. Like, okay,
um,
so this guy's the devil, or maybe he's a vampire. Maybe he doesn't have like classic vampire fangs of the vampire look, but maybe he's a vampire or a demon or something. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, they all die in the end. Even the Z villains, even Broly fucking dies.
that's true. Can I ask? Okay, I just want to know. I'm not asking this question like from a play. This is not me being like edgy. This is me legitimately asking like a question about representation. If you're an expert on this sort of thing, hear me out. I want to know your answers in the comments. If there's any SJW cucks listening,
Oh my god.
I just want to. That's the wrong term to use. I'm being edgy when I say that, but I didn't want to spoil what it was. But my legitimate question, coming from a good place, is Goku an autist and is fighting his autistic hyperfixation?
Well, yeah, it kind of is. Like he is kind of a fucking spurt, like he just fucking goes der. Uh, you know, like vagina is nice, but you know what's great? Fighting. You know
Fight
what?
like
I can have sex with my kung fu wife, or I can go training. Like just I don't know. He does not get sex at all. I mean, like there's a part in Super where Vegeta is like
he doesn't
talking
get
about.
relationships at all, which is also why because I'm not autistic as far as I know, but like trying to extrapolate the traits that I've observed in autistic people, there's the hyperfixation part, obviously, which Goku fits into that with the
I mean, it's
fighting.
martial arts or
Um,
trains, so like
and then there's
you're gonna
this,
give him the martial arts.
then there's like the like misunderstanding of like social cues, maybe, and like the depending on the case, like maybe lack of like awareness when it comes to like emotional connection.
There's a
And
fucking Dragon Ball meme that floats around occasionally. And it's Kid Goku and Kid Chi Chi, just sitting around talking. Goes, when we're older, Goku, will you marry me? And Goku goes, "Sure, I hate doing the dishes."
that's pretty great. I love that.
Yeah,
I love that the real origin story of that fucking marriage is that Goku was just like, yeah. Goku assumed that Chi-Chi was offering him a food of some sort, and he's just like, yeah, sure.
and on top of that, he completely spaced on it too. Like,
yeah, and then 10 years later, she shows up and reminds him that happened. He's like, oh yeah, I guess I'm a man of my word, and he fucking marries her.
Goes, all right, yeah, because in Super, Vegeta and Goku were talking, and like their respective marriages came up, and Goku said something about, yeah, I don't understand that, like, putting your lips together thing. And Vegeta goes, are you talking about fucking kissing, Kakarot? You've never kissed Chi-Chi? No, that's gross. So he just doesn't fucking get it, man.
I take such issue with that part. That's so stupid that they did that. It makes no fucking sense at all.
No, because he's already a dumb.
But he has 2 kids. He knows what fucking kissing is.
Yeah, but he's fucking stupid. The entire time he's probably thinking about his fight with Cell or Majin Buu or something while he's plowing away.
Well, you picked the 2 worst villains to say there because he fought both of those after both of his sons were conceived.
Oh, I don't.
Those are bad villains to choose for that metaphor.
Stop being a fucking nerd about my fucking analogies, you fucking nerd. Nerd.
You could have said his fight with Frieza.
I don't care. I don't care. I was not striving for bit accuracy. You fucking nerd. You goddamn Dragon Ball nerd.
His fight with King Piccolo.
You is a Louisville, Kentucky nerd.
But yeah, this movie was fucking. This was a Scooby-Doo movie.
It was.
This movie was a fucking Scooby-Doo movie. A Scooby-Doo movie where Velma's a pig. That's what this movie is.
I don't understand. What do you mean by Velma's a pig?
Well, the Dragon Ball gang is just the Scooby gang, except there's no Velma equivalent, but Oolong the pig is there. So I'm saying Velma is a pig in this scenario. Other than that, it's a Scooby-Doo movie.
No. All right, I don't really get the analogy, but fuck.
What do you mean?
I don't get I get the Scooby Doo and the gang fucking murder the mystery mobile but I don't get Oolong and this Velma being a stand-in for Oolong though, because Oolong's just a pervert.
Because there's 5 people and the other 4 fit fine into a Scooby gang member. But this one's a little weird, which is why I said it's almost like Scooby-Doo, except Velma's a pig instead.
No, she'd be fucking Pilaf.
Pilaf wasn't in this movie!
No, the fucking little, morphing cat thing that hangs out with fucking Yamcha?
You mean Poir?
Poir, whatever. Okay. You fucking nerd.
I forgot
my bad.
Poir was even a character.
Yeah, well, she had fucking several, prominent roles up to and including the noose that Yamcha hangs himself with.
That's a different piece of media.
Can I let go now?
I'm God, so sad.
It's one of my favorite jokes.
That's not even in the show. They cut that.
No, it's canon in fucking Dragon Ball Z. DBZ Abridged is canon to the fucking show.
No, I'm saying that joke is not even in Dragon Ball Z Abridged. That's a deleted joke.
Well, still, it's my favorite Dragon Ball Z.
Because the joke in the original Dragon Ball Z Abridged cut is just that he hangs himself. The "Can I let go now" was something they decided not to do that they talked about later.
Oh god, that was so good. I wish they left it in.
Yeah. Speaking of, Yamcha was around in this movie. This movie didn't even seem to acknowledge the fact that Yamcha's at all a competent fighter.
Well, because he's not. He's competent for
At this
kinda
point,
right
at
now.
this point in Dragon Ball, he's kind of competent. It seemed like he was like no match for any of the demon guys. Except he must have fought one of the demon guys because he fucking disguised himself as one. But
yeah,
we didn't see that.
He slaughtered the shit out of it. Took its fucking head and a lot of its skin. I mean, he went medieval. He's like, fucking everyone laughs at me. You know, I'm just fucking sick of it. Fuck you. And just
I mean, Yamcha was still a
against
Chad
goddamn
at this
demons.
time. He was still
Yeah.
fucking Bulma. He was like probably like the third strongest guy on Earth or fourth. He was doing it. That's not true. He was probably more like the 10th. There were a couple of guys around back then.
How many times do you think that him and Launch bang?
Yamcha and Launch?
Yeah.
I would assume 0. Why would they get it
if
in?
You bang Launch and she fucking sneezes and she turns to the other version of Launch, but then she changes back. Does that still count as a 3-way?
You're asking the real questions here, Mo Diggity. One thing I will say about this movie, one perspective I have that's different from Mo Diggity's is that I watched the dub. And an interesting thing I learned about this dub is my immediate question was, wait a minute, who the fuck is this Goku? Because unlike the Dragon Ball show, Goku is not voiced by Stephanie Nadolny. He is instead voiced by a real boy, by a human boy, whose name I do not know. But I was like, what the fuck? Because I had the official like Funimation DVD. I have this movie on DVD. Because like 10 years ago, I went to Walmart and they had a 4-pack of all the Dragon Ball movies, and I bought it because it was like $20. And one of those, Mystical Adventure, is mysteriously missing. I don't remember what I did with that one, but I have
mystically vanished.
I have Curse of the Blood Rubies. I have this one, and I have Path to Power. So it was convenient that out of the 50 movies on the wheel, we landed on one of the 3 that I have on DVD for the first one. It was convenient, but so I watched the English version. And the voice actor was different. And what I learned about this dub is this was apparently like one of, if not the very first thing that Funimation dubbed for Dragon Ball. Like right after the Dragon Ball IP was split off from Saban, where they were doing the Ocean dub. Like this was like one of the first things they dubbed, which is why like some of the actors in this movie in the English version are the actors we know, like. Yamcha's played by Chris Sabat. Roshi's played by whoever he's usually played by, whose name I don't know. But Bulma has the wrong voice, and Goku has the wrong voice. And Bulma and Goku's voice is... Well, Goku's voice is okay. Bulma's is terrible. Bulma's is bad. But you know, I guess it was one of Funimation's very first go-arounds. So it's an interesting piece of history in that aspect. I definitely missed my Kid Goku. Kid Goku only has one voice to me, which makes my life, as a Kid Goku enjoyer, it makes my life hard that the actor that I liked as Kid Goku is now retired. So every time Kid Goku's in something now, he just sounds wrong to me. Because he's not voiced by the same chick anymore.
Well, what you going to do, brother?
And it's the same because they switched. They made this voice actor switch back when they were doing Kai. Is when this voice actor switch was made when Stephanie Nadolny, who did the voice of both Kid Goku and Kid Gohan originally, retired. And then they did Dragon Ball Z Kai, and they had a new voice actress for Gohan. And as Gohan, she sounded fine. I think she's the better voice for Gohan, the new one. But then when they started dubbing other shit and like doing new video games where they needed her to voice Kid Goku, it just does not sound right. It does not sound right. Like the GT Goku DLC in Fighters is voiced by her. And it just like, it doesn't, it bothers me. and I know they're gonna do fucking the Daima dub, and it's gonna be her and not Stephanie Nadolny because she's retired, and it's just gonna irk me because Kid Goku has one voice to me, and that's Stephanie Nadolny, who played her in the whole dub of the show and most of the video games up until like 2010.
Why'd they retire?
I don't know. I haven't really looked too much into it. I think they still do other voice work, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know why they dropped the Goku and Gohan roles, but it sucks. Half sucks. I think Gohan's new voice fits better, but it sucks that this person also has to play Goku. But she was not in this movie. Neither of them were in this movie. Instead, it was who I believe to be an actual little boy. So that was, I guess, it kind of gives it kind of a new vibe for him to be voiced by an actual kid. Like maybe that adds charm in like a weird way. Like not that the females doing a kid voice is not like convincing in universe that they're kids. But something about like the little boy being voiced by a real little boy and like the level of whimsy that a little boy voice actor shows in such scenarios. I think he did pretty good too. Like he might be considered bad, but like I think he did all right. I think the kid did okay. He was a silly little Goku, and that's all we can ask. You remember the part where he saves Krillin from the alligator and they use the same animation twice?
Yeah, I've noticed that in this movie they used a lot of the same animations a lot. Like when they had that one scene that I kind of feel went on way too fucking long. The scene where Goku has Krillin on his back and they're flying away from the flying demons with the fucking Gatling guns, machine guns and shit. That they used a bunch of like fucking animations of like the bad guy shooting at them. They reused those a few times, and there was like a ton of like it went on for way too long. But I love how they used the fucking the moat monster scene, the one you're talking about, 3 times in a row. So they're adhering to the rule of threes. Yeah, because the first time he saves Krillin then falls through the fucking Nimbus cloud because he thinks bad thoughts. He saves him again, same animation, and then when they fly back through the third time, trying to get rid of the boss demon monster with the fire fucking mount or whatever, he gets eaten by it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they used the exact same animation 3 fucking times, the exact same scene.
I didn't remember that third time for some reason, but I remember the first 2 times where he he falls right through Nimbus and Goku just has to save him again. It's the same fucking animation loop.
Yeah, I like that.
It almost seems like it almost seems like this is like a Dragon Ball Z abridged bit because it's the same animation loop twice for comedic effect.
Yeah.
Like when they loop Vegeta getting knocked back in the Metacooler movie.
Oh God. Oh, he's tired, aren't you, best buddy?
He's all tuckered out. But yeah, this movie was nothing.
I don't think it was nothing. I think it was like a Dragon Ball.
It was fun, but it didn't have any significant substance to it. It's nothing is not bad
though.
Nothing is not bad, but it is nothing.
I don't think it's just quote unquote nothing. But I thought it was like it was a fun adventure. I thought it was a good like Dragon Ball adventure movie that hit all the little freaking that checked off all the little boxes, like I said earlier. So I don't think it was bad. I don't think it wasn't nothing. I mean, there's definitely better Dragon Ball movies out there. There's definitely worse Dragon Ball movies out there, but I don't think this is a bad movie at all. It was fun, it was short, and it was exactly what you think a Dragon Ball movie would be like. Especially since this is more or less a standalone adventure movie. And I enjoyed that part a lot.
That's fair enough. I don't know. I guess just maybe I'm more into Dragon Ball lately, so like I know the highs that this series can hit. And I see this movie and I'm like, okay, so there's a guy and he wants to do a bad thing. Goku stops him. They do a Scooby-Doo in a scary castle.
I love the running
It's
gag
literally the
for
Scooby-Doo formula where the gang is separated in the scary place. Goku and Krillin are Shaggy and Scooby. And,
oh god.
and then the rest are the extended gang. And they're just split up in the scary place fighting the scary monsters.
Yeah, I like the running gag where the other three kept thinking it was a haunted house, and this is a shitty way to introduce your guests to your haunted house. I enjoyed that.
I think they might have cut that context out of the dub. What were they saying about haunted houses?
Oh, because Master Roshi kind of had a senior moment, and he got confused. Like, wait, did I tell them the right name to the place due west of here? And it was like because there was the haunted castle, the Devil's Castle, and then there was an amusement park with a similar name. So they thought Bulma and company thought that they were going to the amusement park, and all the fog and demons and shit was just a part of the attraction.
Oh, okay, yeah, they completely changed that in the dub. That's crazy.
See, that's another reason why you need to watch subtitles and watch the OG experience the way it's meant to be.
They don't do that. They don't do that really in the modern dubs anymore. But yeah, I guess this is old enough that they kind of just did that shit sometimes. Yeah, they completely cut that out. Like they know exactly what the devil's hand is, and they're like, "Why did you send him there, Roshi? That's bad."
Yeah, and I want to just say this real quick before we get too far ahead. I really love Dragon Ball's sort of interpretation of pornography. Like, even though it's like lewd material, like the chick with the innocent looking sly smile on her face has her butt hanging out, but like the rest of her is clothed. I like how it's still keeping in style with the series as a whole.
Her butt's closed too. It's just in like
it's you're seeing her ass. Her ass is bare.
She's in spandex.
Oh yeah, all right. I guess this is another. And the version I watched, she was her butt was naked.
I don't fucking believe. No way.
Believe whatever you want, bitch. I guess I watched the better version. Then I got nudity, swearing, an alternate storyline. Like I think that's why some of our signals have been getting crossed because I watched the superior version and you watched the American version.
Okay, hold on. I'm loading up the sub of of fucking.
Yeah, like you clearly you see like her ass in the magazine, like for about 2 seconds.
Oh, in the magazine, that might be true. I thought you were talking about the exercise video.
Oh no! I'm sure that was regular. That was like par for the course in the 80s.
Okay.
My mom would always yell at my dad for putting those videos on.
I just want to work my glutes. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there is some disconnect here, but it's boring.
All right, then. So I take it that you probably have a low rating of the movie?
Yeah. Are we ready to get to that part?
Oh, well, it seems that we are at that part because I think that I've locked in my idea of a rating. And I guess my final thoughts before we do like the questions and the rounds. Overall, I thought it was like it was pretty good. It's definitely kind of mid, but if you don't go in there with any expectations, like I was expecting it to be shitty, but it just turned out to be like, hey, this is sort of like an extra long Dragon Ball episode, and so that got a few good boy points for that. And it had pretty much almost all the fucking characters from a Dragon Ball movie. Like you shouldn't really just don't question it too much. Like, okay, so this is the first time Master Roshi. Well, this is the first time Master Roshi's meeting Krillin and Goku, right? but he already knows the rest of the team, but he's never met Goku, so
No.
how does he not?
It's only the first time he's meeting Krillin. He's already met Goku.
I guess so, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Then no. He
No.
no, he did say some of the very, very beginning about him going back to the Kame House, right?
Yeah, because they meet Master Roshi during their initial quest for the Dragon Balls, and then Goku goes back to be trained by him once they're done with that.
Oh, something else I really enjoyed. I loved Krillin's intro to where he's just fucking like steering the fucking boat like a goddamn boss, and the way that he jumps out, and like he almost sticks the landing, almost, but his ass just ends up head first into the sand, and I found that kind of funny. I enjoyed that little Krillin joke, and also he's kind of a bastard.
Tick on the Krillin-owned count.
Yeah, it fucking sure is, and he's kind of a bastard throughout the entire movie, like.
Krillin was a huge bastard to start.
Yeah, I don't think he saved Goku once. And no, wait, did he no, he didn't save Goku once, but Goku was saving his ass.
At the end of the movie, they kind of like team up and do some fighting together. So like they do some mutual saving.
Yeah, I like the sort of like the anime montage scene of them getting to the castle, and how like Krillin's barely able to keep ahead of Goku on a straight path, while Goku's just behind him barely, despite all these fucking obstacles and stuff.
Also, there's not a single fight in this fucking movie.
What?
There's fights, but there's not a fight in the way that you would want one. There's not like a climax fight. There's no one-on-one. Like the closest it seems like we were gonna get was Goku and that like fat demon. And then that turned into a Nimbus chase. So that stopped being a traditional fight. You think that there's gonna be a little bit more of a fight between Goku and Lucifer, but Goku just throws 3 hits that Lucifer easily dodges, and then that stops being a regular fight. There's no fights in the traditional sense.
I'm okay with it. It doesn't bother me that much. Like everything was pretty much wrapped up in a bow afterwards.
I feel like Goku and Lucifer should have had a little bit more of a mutual exchange.
It's honestly it's Dragon Ball, so I don't always expect the big fight at the end of the arc, Like I expect a fight.
We always get the big fight at the end of the arc in Dragon Ball.
It doesn't always feel like that, though. Sometimes he just fucking kills a dude with a Kamehameha wave. Sometimes he gets in a fight. But hey, that's Dragon Ball for you.
In Dragon Ball GT, the Kamehameha was like the equivalent of what the Megazord is in Power Rangers. That was how they solved all of their during the Black Star Dragon Ball arc of Dragon Ball GT. I didn't realize how true this was until recently. It's literally like, because like in Power Rangers, that's kind of the structure of the episode. Is like they'll fight the monster, they'll have like whatever they do, and then every episode at the end they get in the Megazord and then they kill the monster ultimately. Like that's how they solve the problem at the end of the day is the Megazord.
I'll never understand why they never got stomped on while they were doing their poses to fucking summon the fucking Megazords. Because it must have been took a while to get there, like a few days, right? Because they're just like
Japanese,
but they're just traveling in style. They're in style mode the entire time, so they're probably going like 3 miles an hour. Like and any of them like Zordon or some shit could have just like fucking stomped on them the entire time.
Well, Zordon's a good guy. Why would he step on them?
Oh, I fucking Zed. Oh, Zed. All right,
Zed, that's the guy. Well, because they got their footage from a Japanese show, and of course, Japanese combat is honor is an important aspect. So they have to wait for the Power Rangers to do their pose.
Also kind of meant Goldar, really. Not so much Zed. Lord Zed.
Yeah, Goldar.
It's been a while since I had to think of anything from Power Rangers.
But anyway, so much like the Megazord is the ultimate solve of the problem at the end of the episode, and every episode ends with the Megazord saving the day.
Yeah.
That was the formula of Dragon Ball GT. They're in the Black Star Dragon Ball arc with the Kamehameha. Like they'd be in some sort of predicament, some sort of wacky shenanigans would be occurring, and the way Goku solves it is a well placed Kamehameha.
I'll hit it really, really hard.
Like the episode where a giant is pissed off, and it's because one of the Dragon Balls is stuck in his tooth. Eventually, the problem is solved by Goku flying into his mouth and then firing a Kamehameha at that tooth to remove it. But anyway, so you want to get into wrap-up questions then?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get into the wrap-up questions for this podcast.
All right. Mo diggity. Who is your favorite character in this
favorite character? I'll go ahead and give it to Krillin. Because, giving it to Goku would be, some basic bitch behavior. And, I think Krillin really deserves the top nod, as it were. Like, a lot of scenes that he was in I thought were really funny. And well done.
That's fair. Krillin was pretty good in this movie. I'm going to partake in basic bitch behavior. I think Goku's the best character in this movie by far. I think all of this movie, all of the moments I consider the diamonds of the rough of this movie. Maybe not so much the rough as because rough is bad. What would be green? I'm trying to think of it's not diamonds in the rough because rough would be bad. It's diamonds.
No,
in the
like
normal.
diamond in the rough, the rough and the there's a diamond in tall grass. That's what that means.
Okay. Then anyway, I was trying to think of an alternative metaphor, but I failed. But anyway,
a turd in the punch bowl.
I think that's the opposite of what we're going for. But. Yeah, I think all the best moments in the film are attributed to Goku, which means I'm probably also going to break my favorite character, favorite scene rule, guys. Spoiler. That's not a real rule. It's just a self-imposed one. But yeah, I think Goku's the best character in this movie by far. He kind of carries it to me.
Good.
Favorite scene? I'm going to have to give it to Goku running with the bulls.
That was pretty fucking good. I love how fucking Krillin just chopped the fucking bridge and said, "Fuck you! I'm gonna go take a bus and get some lunch."
He did, and then
he just chills on top of a fucking buffalo, and then fucking Goku just high speeds it fucking past him. I really did enjoy that scene a lot. I think my favorite scene is the fish monster fucking reused animated scene. How it was used. Well, I guess I can only really pick the one. So it'll be Goku saves fucking Krillin the first time. He falls to the cloud. And then he goes, roar, it fucking goes and saves his ass again. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, that's all. That's up there for me, for sure. Also,
yeah,
it's
a good scene.
Now, as for rating the film out of 10... You see, I don't think this film... I want to say that I don't think it's bad, but, the more I think about it, the more I'm it does... This 45 minutes felt more like an hour and a half to me, because it's just so, nothing for a good half of its runtime. It just kind of drags. And I don't think it's terrible, but I think there's much better. And thinking in the scope that we're gonna have an overall ranking going based on ratings out of 10. I don't want to be super generous to it and then just have no variation with movies that are clearly a lot better later down the line. So I was gonna give it a 5. I'm gonna be a little meaner and bump it down to a 4.
Oh, really? A 4? I was going to give it personally I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I mean, it's not it's slightly above mid, but not by a whole lot. I don't think I'll ever buy the DVD and watch the deleted scenes or commentary or anything. But it's a nice one and done movie, And I would give it a solid B, which I think is probably like 6 out of 10 right there. You are right for the
Well, B
most part.
technically would be 8 out of 10.
No, that would be that would be like.
Well, if you're going, if
5
you're
and
making
6.
letter grades, Mo,
Okay, I'm
10,
it doesn't. All right,
a 10
it
scale and
doesn't
a
matter.
100
It doesn't
scale would work the
matter
same
because
way.
I like
Okay.
it's not like anything I'm being serious about, and I don't have to correlate our number system to like I'm just doing this spontaneously for me.
Yeah, like it's not overtly terrible, so I don't want to be mean to it, but I feel like a 5's a bit too nice because it's just it does drag in places.
Yeah, but if you get past that, I think it's deserving of at least it's a 6. I think maybe I'm being a little bit generous with the 6, but it's
You
like
do 0.5s if you want. If you want to knock it down to a 5.5, if that feels more.
Nah, I mean, I'm fine with it being like the weakest 6, a 6.0, but like that's as far as I would go for it. But like I wouldn't rank it any lower than that because it was just a fun little experience. It was like a longer Dragon Ball episode with no commercials, so I enjoyed that. So it gets I don't feel like my time was wasted. And I enjoyed the jokes and all that stuff, and it was just fun to watch.
Yeah, I think it was, it looked very pretty, and it had some redeeming moments, but it was painfully mid during a majority of its run. It didn't have any real fights, which I think irks me more than anything. And overall, I just know there's a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a 4, which means its overall rate, it is currently number 1 out of our list only because it is out of 1. And its total rating comes to a 10 out of 20.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a pretty good solid grade for that, like a middle of the road, not bad.
I'm writing it down real quick and then we will spin the wheel.
Don't forget to share your screen.
Yep.
Good. Appreciate all of you guys being here and all that. This has been a fun sort of like thing so far. We've had like a good amount of people watching us and then just chatting over at kick.com/Moside Gaming. I've enjoyed it. God, I can't believe fucking Dragon Ball Evolution's on this goddamn list. I'm not looking forward to that.
The dramatic irony is going to be if we land on that tonight.
Oh, I would quit like immediately. All right, we're on the Dragon Wheel, the Dragon Balls wheel. What are we calling this again?
The Dragon Wheel.
Dragon Wheel, or Dragon Wheel for short.
Folks, we're about to find out which one of these fine Dragon Ball films we'll be watching. Particularly this one right over here is the one we want. This one
No. We want like literally like anything but live action bullshit. I'll even take fucking Bio Brawly over fucking Dragon Ball Evolution.
I honestly wouldn't even mind Bio Broly. Let's spin the wheel. Let's see what we get.
Spin the wheel, Raggedy Man.
Oh shit! Battle of Gods.
Oh yeah, though this fucking wheel was trying to fucking. Oh wait, it wasn't even. Okay. Oh wow, where is Evolve? Oh, where is that? Where is the fucking thing that determines where it lands, like the marker?
What do you mean?
Well, where's the marker for the wheel?
It was there before.
Oh wait, is it on the left-hand corner?
Mo, what the fuck are you talking about?
Never mind. I think I see in the left, like, well, there's.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I see what you mean. No, don't spin again. I don't want to spin again.
Let's just spin for funsies.
No,
Oh, god damn it! I said spin for funsies.
I hope that doesn't delete whatever movie we were going to land on.
Well, it doesn't matter now. So, all right. So,
Dragon Ball Evolution's still there. That's really the only thing that I wanted to make sure of.
No, it needs to be.
Battle of Gods is also still there, which means this wheel is not working correctly. But that's something I will rectify.
Well, you'll just have to manually delete it.
Yeah, you're right. I will. But all right, gamers. That's the first installment of Dragon Wheel. We did it, folks.
Yay!
When are we gonna come together to watch? Or to watch? We're not gonna watch it together. When are we gonna come together to review Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods?
How about because I'm going to be working at 3 this weekend. How about like next weekend sometime, like Friday or Saturday, or probably Saturday, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, 2 weeks from now.
Do you not have any days off during the week we can play with?
I don't know. We'll discuss it. Like maybe I can. Well, this is kind of like my middle of the weekdays off. Maybe well, I'm off like next Monday and Tuesday.
Okay, if you want to do it next Tuesday.
Well, how about Monday? We never have anything going on Mondays.
No, I'm gonna give you a second.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you take the bait for a second. Just
okay. So I thought that was real for a second. I thought you had truly lost your marbles.
All right. Well, I'm good, and I guess we am's done.
Yeah, I guess Mo Diggity, for the audience of Issue Crew Movie Reviews, where can they find you?
Well, you guys can find me at twitter.com/MSGOfficialYT. That's me, Mossad Gaming, on Twitter. And in my description, my little bio thingy, or my pin tweet, there we go. I have a pin tweet with a link tree with all my bullshit on there. Go check it out. Fast and easy. Lemon squeezy.
Hell yeah.
Squeezy.
Check out my link tree, linktr.ee/Riely Cinematic Universe, for all sorts of silly shit and such that you can get. And that's it. That's the show. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.